Here we go. Welcome to Invigorate Radio, episode 5, August 7th, 2018, and I am Jen, and with me tonight, as always, is my lovely, lovely co-host,
Joy.
Joy!
Joy!
What are we going to do tonight, Joy?
And we are ready to stick some good stuff into your head.
Into your head.
And this is August 7th.
Yes, this is August 7th, and we got
already.
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry for our absence, everybody. We were gone for like 2 weeks, it felt like. And that was because we were at Vacation Bible School like every night. So, and by the time you get done like running and tracking down and chasing little kids for like, you wouldn't think 2 hours would be so draining, but it kind of makes you extra tired, I feel. But maybe that's because my son kept yelling bird poop whenever whenever he would be asked a question by one of the teachers. He's a 4-year-old. Yeah. They'd be like, and what do you do when you want to talk to God? And he's supposed to say pray, but he yelled out, bird poop.
Stink pot.
When in hindsight, it's hilarious. But when everybody's staring at you,
not so much.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what it is with little ones at this age where that's just so fascinating to them.
It's hilarious to them to say poop, anything, farts, any of that stuff.
Yes, anything.
Yes. Now they're having fun because you've known that I taught I always joke around. I was like, oh, women don't fart. What are you talking about? And then now I taught them that women butt whisper. We're just whispering out our butts.
Oh.
So that's been the new joke in our house.
So masculine, if you're masculine, you don't do that.
You just fart.
Oh gosh.
That's just a basic fart. But us, we butt whisper. My daughter thinks that's hilarious. She told her dad,
she's 5.
She's 5. My husband said, oh, did you just fart at me? She goes, no, Daddy, I butt whispered.
Jeez.
So at least if they're infatuated with the poop and fart stuff, at least you can have fun with it. You know what else you can have fun with, Joy? You know what else you can have fun with?
What can I have fun with?
National holidays. National days.
Oh, gosh. There's so many different ones, I bet.
We're getting us started. We're not covering today's because, today's over with. Pretty much. You might be able to celebrate something, but not for very long. But tomorrow, August 8th, 2018, is National CBD Day. I did not know what this was, but National CBD Day recognizes the hemp-derived supplement that's treating a variety of ailments worldwide.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea. It said over the years, hemp-derived CBD, which is cannabidiol, has made quite a name for itself in the wellness world, as an increasing number of hemp oil products, from tinctures to edibles, hit the marketplace. CBD continues to be a miracle supplement that everyone wants. And as an added benefit, CBD does not pose the psychoactive properties of the THC. So it is National CBD Day tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is another national. I think this is a cool one. National Dollar Day. You can
give me all your dollars.
Yeah. You turned it into robbery, and I was going to go to the Dollar Tree. You're like, give me all your dollars.
I have to go to the Dollar Tree if you give me all your dollars.
Yeah. Jeez.
No fun going to the Dollar Tree if you ain't got no dollars.
That's true.
Yeah.
August
you can 8th, spend a lot of money in there too.
Oh yeah. You don't realize it really racks up. I think what is probably a nightmare. I've never gotten into the $5 stores. Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't.
There are some $5 stores.
Below.
It's like 5 and under or whatever.
5 below.
I imagine that racks up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. But August 8th commemorates the day Congress established the U.S. monetary system. In 1786, it's National Dollar Day. The first U.S. dollar bill was printed wasn't printed until 1862, though, and it didn't bear the image of George Washington either. It was Salmon P. Chase, the President Lincoln's Secretary of Treasury, who was featured on the very first dollar bill.
Well, I'll be darned.
Right? Had no clue.
So that's when they made from coins to dollars.
Yep.
And then they went back to coins for the dollar, too. You don't see very many of them.
Yeah, I still don't have a lot of people rocking those out. I think it might be something cool that maybe tooth fairies use, but other than that, I really don't see them too much.
No, I think they've all been confiscated as someday they'll be worth something because you don't see them very much. But I do know you can go in the bank and ask for them. Oh,
okay. Like if you just have a craving for a dollar coin.
Well, you want a coin, you want to collect if you're a collector or something, yeah.
You wake up and you're like, I really could use a dollar coin today.
Right.
With my ham and eggs. No, we don't eat ham. So with our chicken, sausage, and eggs.
Yeah.
Our turkey bacon and eggs. Okay. Well, guess what kind of day it is? National Frozen Custard Day. I can get behind that.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Seinfeld could, too. That used to be when it first came out. It was supposed to be not to make you fat, and they gained weight on it.
Oh, my goodness.
It was so funny, stuff.
So silly. Custard. Culvers. They make homemade we are lucky to be people who have Culvers around because not everybody does, and they have some really good custard.
Yeah.
But it is National Frozen Custard Day on August 8th. And similar to ice cream, frozen custard is made with eggs in addition to cream and sugar. And the ice cream vendors Archie and Elton Kohler invented frozen custard on Coney Island in New York in 1919 when they found that adding egg yolks to ice cream created a smoother texture and helped the ice cream stay cold longer.
Huh.
Yeah, so
that sounds good.
They sold 18,640 cones on their first weekend on the boardwalk. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. That's awesome.
Nuts.
Can you imagine being back then and having that for the first time on those hot days with those long dresses? And
that'd be crazy.
Open up your corset and just dump it in.
Oh my gosh. You're so hot. It cools me off, and I don't need to wear deodorant. I'll just smell like custard.
Yeah.
Which might make you happy, and that comes in handy because it's also National Happiness Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
National Happiness Day is observed each year on August 8th. Therefore, on this day tomorrow, you just let happiness happen. Happiness, because it's National Happy Day.
Let the endorphins flow.
Yeah, it says happiness is encouraged all day. Recognize every moment of glee, joy, delight, and pleasure. Don't let it pass. So, most importantly, a flicker of a giggle should be given its due, and it should blossom into full-blown happiness. So, share that happiness. The Secret Society of Happy People is an organization that was founded in August of 1998 and formed to celebrate the expression of happiness. I had no idea that even existed. The Secret Society of Happy People.
Yeah, that's neat.
Huh, that is interesting. Yep, so ta-da! Tomorrow, it is also National... Now, this
is funny.
This is a silly one. I have no idea what this is even about. But, if none of those national holidays... itched or scratched or itched. Maybe
Can you talk?
Maybe it's late and we're rusty and we're still gonna rock this out. If none of those other national holidays, were your thing or your cup of tea, maybe this one is. It's National Sneak Some Zucchini into Your Neighbor's Porch Day. In case you were
sneak some so nobody knows who left it there.
So weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is It says, did you know that zucchini was a fruit? Well, if you're a gardener, you know this fact already. But did you also know that zucchini grows in abundance and is ready for harvest in August? Zucchini growers also know that one plant of zucchini allows you to share this wonderful treat.
That's
Zucchini
cool.
It says it's really great with weight loss because it's low in calories, high in fiber, and full of water. As such, when you eat it, your tummy is not empty feeling, meaning you are less likely to overeat. And a quick tip is to sprinkle shredded zucchini over salads and soups for an easy way to eat fresh. I think I've only eaten zucchini and your zucchini bread, and I think I'll probably keep it that way. Yeah. And I won't be hiding any zucchini bread on my neighbor's porch just because I don't share my zucchini bread. So I don't.
Yeah. Now, would you like to learn about some good and interesting news?
Well, I think it's time for this then. Alrighty. Did you have a news story that it's not on the show notes?
Right. It's called The World's First Pay What You Can Grocery opens up in Toronto, Canada.
What?
A new grocery store is open in Toronto, but there's no price tags on anything. That's because everything in the 1,100 square foot market is pay what you can. The food for the world's first pay what you can grocery stores come from food terminals like farms, restaurants, cafes, supermarket, and bakeries. None of it is expired or rotten, but companies are getting rid of it for such reasons as they're either naturally bruised or mishappened, or there's just too much on the store warehouses. There's a big company that has a lot of foodstuff stored away in big warehouses, and not all of it is sold, said the store owner, Jagger Gordon of Toronto, chief and founder of the Feed It Forward initiative. There's nothing wrong with the products we get. Some stores just can't mandate that the food can't sit longer than 4 to 6 months on the shelf. For example, we have pet food here that is still 6 months away from the optimal freshness date. Gordon says customers, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Gordon says customers are limited to a day's worth of food for a family so that the shop can feed as many people as possible. Or people can sign up to have a box of packaged foods and produce with recipes sent to them on a bi-weekly basis. The concept behind the store is showcasing how Canadians can utilize the food that is destined for landfills, perfectly edible food that shouldn't be thrown out and can be filling the empty bellies of our citizens, Gordon told the Star. The Feed It Forward shop is largely funded by Gordon's catering business and fundraisers efforts. If you would like to donate to the nonprofit or volunteer at the grocery store, visit Feed It Forward website. And this is put out by Sunny Skies.
Wow, that is so awesome.
I know it. It's really neat.
Cool.
I don't wish we could do something like that around here.
I know. I know that there's something similar where it was like a church was working to make like a store that people can just drop off what they don't want and then bring what they do want in and just kind of have an open trade system. I thought that was cool. But this is even better because, like, what are the odds? I mean, that's just
awesome. This way they're not stealing. They know they can go there. And, you know, I know that when you're pretty darn desperate, I'm sure that's where a lot of people are very desperate and don't have food for their children. There's so many people that are hungry and starving. It's just unreal in America, you know.
Yep. All over the world, actually. I mean, there's a lot of waste that goes on.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I was younger, I watched somebody return a burger to Wendy's? Like, they didn't even open it, and they gave them the wrong burger. And the person just opened they said, I didn't order that. I ordered nuggets or whatever. And the person took they took the burger and threw it in the garbage. And I was just like, what? How many people would have eaten that needed it? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it happens more than people know.
And do you remember, I wrote the Wendy's and I was like, listen, I just watched somebody toss a perfectly good sandwich in the garbage and they're starving. I think I was like 9 or 10. You let me write a letter to Wendy's and mail it out to them. And they wrote me back and said, you know, it's just for help. It was for food safety reasons. You know, they can't just keep food around. I'm like, there's somebody out there that needed that. I just think that idea is amazing, and they should have one on every corner. You know, there's so much food waste and just waste in general.
So,
awesome.
Suggestion to all you store people out there: just pass it along and let's help each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of helping each other, I have a good news story too. And this is about a woman with cerebral palsy who said she was denied service at a nail salon, and then a Walmart employee stepped in to help her. Ebony Harris, a cashier at a Walmart store in Burton, Michigan, offered to paint Angela Peters' nails on her break. A nail salon reportedly turned Peters away because her hands sometimes shook and she moves too much, a bystander had shared on the Facebook post. Peters uses a wheelchair and is a regular customer at the store, and Harris has helped her shop before. And she said she just wanted to do her nails and she didn't want her day to be ruined. And Harris helped Peters select a nail polish color at the store, and the two set up a do-it-yourself manicure station at a cafe table. And Tara Aston, who's a spokesperson for Walmart, said that the company could not be more proud of Harris. And Ebony, they said, still simply wanted to make sure that their customers' day was special, and that's the kind of person she is. Someone with a wonderful attitude who goes the extra mile each day to make those around her feel important. Aston had said in a statement on behalf of Walmart, and said that we're not surprised at her act of kindness. You are making lots of noise with your microphone again, Joy.
I am?
Yes, you are moving around and not releasing your button.
Sorry. I'm trying to make happiness.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, here we go.
Are you manicuring your nails
Yeah.
while I'm reading this article?
Oh, I changed my finger. I'll put my finger back.
Alrighty. Yes.
On the alt button. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, Smith, who works at a Subway inside a Walmart, captured the interaction in 2 photos. I did include the link to this article in our show notes. You can find that in invigorateradio.com. But said that Smith said Harris was so patient with Peters, who barely moved and was just so sweet. And she also vowed never to return to Davi Nails, which is also, ironically, a salon that's actually in Walmart.
Oh, really?
So a salon that's in Walmart denied this poor lady. And then Ebony, who works in Walmart, picked it up. It's like, hey, I'll do your nails, and set her up at the cafe table. I thought that was awesome. Said Peters says she doesn't want anyone at the business to be fired, but she does want people to know that people with disabilities enjoy getting their nails done just like anyone else. So, and she said she also forgives the nail people for not doing her nails, and she just doesn't want anybody fired, and she just wants people more educated. So that's
Very
awesome.
nice.
I always thought that is such a way, we can get down with a lot of the stuff that we read or we hear that's going on in the world, and we don't realize that we can change the world right within our world. Like, sometimes we only think globally, like we're like, oh, the world's so dark, it's so bad, can't do anything about it. But I think you're not paying attention. You're doing it again with your crazy microphone.
Oh, no. That's the air conditioner.
Well, you gotta release your button.
Oh,
When you
okay, I
listen
released
back to
my
this
button.
podcast, you're gonna be like, what was I on?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Too much
Zucchini
custard,
bread?
Joy. Too much
Yeah.
custard.
Yeah.
Yes. Too much custard. You're getting a head start on tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So, like, people forget that they can make a difference in the world within their own little world, just like Ebony did. So, I think that's something to keep in mind. Don't you agree?
I do
Joy?
too. Yeah. Yes, I did.
Yes,
Well,
you did.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. It's getting a little late here, but however, I'll zip it up. It's getting close to 10 o'clock, so it'll happen. So don't worry. Usually 10 o'clock, I go a little. Woo-hoo.
Oh, we know. If anybody's listening to the show, you start cracking jokes and you start laughing at them by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you know is the next segment. You go, girl. You know. Did you know?
I didn't know that.
Oh, my baby girl. Did you know that lemons have more sugar in them than strawberries do?
I
Did
did
you know-
not know this.
I would have never, ever
my mouth is
guessed.
puckering right now just thinking. I was just like, lemons, you know,
Yes.
instantly made my jaw hurt.
And did you know that honey is the only natural food that never spoils?
I did know that because...
Did you?
Yeah, but only because I had to look it up. So it's not like it was, just knowledge I was born with. I had to learn it.
Okay, did you know that lightning strikes the earth 6,000 times every minute?
No, and that terrifies me because every time it thunderstorms, I freak out and I think I'm going to get zapped through my skylights.
Well, most people in the old days, we put those lightning rods on top of the house. Do you ever know about those?
Yeah, I've seen them. And they always they're on like barns and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they had like a rooster, like they were sacrificing a rooster or something. Like, what's up with the rooster? I don't know.
No, that's a windmill. That's a little tiny windmill. Weather vane, yeah.
But I feel like that was also part of it.
Yeah. But they did them on old houses, and they probably should do them nowadays too, because it'll run right. It takes and hits the house. It hits that first. Somehow it hits that, and then it runs right into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I
and
did
also,
not know that, and that terrifies me.
And did you know that cats have 100 vocal cords?
What?
They do.
Did not know that.
They
feel
can
like
sing songs like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
Could you imagine? And then I have something that I'd like everyone to know about. My daughter here, Jen, she's very clever on looking up. Has this ear pain. And did you know that if you put half and half, go ahead and tell them, honey.
Okay.
Tell them what you found out.
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me of this, actually, because I was going to put this in the notes. Last night I was reminded how easy you can relieve ear pain. Like I'm not a doctor. I'll put my small print out there. I'm not a doctor. And if you do this and something bad happens to you, that's your fault because I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm telling you what I've done. And I looked it up online because that's what you do nowadays. You don't go to the doctor first. You go to the internet. And I found that if you put equal parts rubbing alcohol and apple cider vinegar, equal parts, and you just squeeze a little drop of it in your ear, it will help fight off your earaches, or like you have an ear infection. I've cured an ear infection that I've had. I had an ear infection in both ears, and you just soak it, a couple minutes, like four to 5 times a day, like a minute or two. Just lay on your couch, soak a little bit in a cotton ball, squeeze it into your ear, let it sit there. And what it does is the apple cider vinegar has an antibacterial, so that kills the bacteria, and the rubbing alcohol helps keep the area dry so no further bacteria or fungal whatever can grow, infection can grow. So they work in tandem, and it's awesome. I woke up last night with like sharp killing pains in my ears, and it was like 4 a.m, and I just opened up my little solution, plopped it in my ear, and I would say within an hour, I couldn't feel anything anymore, and I woke up feeling like $1 million. So I've done it a couple more times today, and I've had no problem. So
yeah, it's an antibiotic, isn't it?
It's antibacterial.
Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar is. A lot of vinegars are, yeah.
And therefore, you can get away from the antibiotic. And those that have little ones that have earaches, when they fall asleep, my suggestion is, if you think this will work for your little one.
It doesn't sting or anything. So.
No, what I would do is I would suggest setting it in a glass of hot water or a cup of hot water to warm it to room temperature. That way it's not so cold when you put it in your ear. And then what I would suggest, if your little one's got bad earaches or whatever, wait till they lay down and they lay on their side. And when they're sleeping, put it in their ear. Then that way, a drop of it in their ear. And then that way they won't even know it's happening. So,
and you will, after you soak it, it's good to then drain it out. And there's very little comes out anyways, so.
Right, and you could just turn the little head to the other side and do the other ear.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And obviously don't let it run into your eyes. Just put a little bit in there, so it will sting your eyeballs. So,
but we just thought you'd like to know. What did you know?
Yeah, remember, this is not medical advice. This is purely personal experience. So we are not responsible for anything you do to yourself.
Right.
Also, did you know that researchers in Switzerland suggested that wild plants could be a treasure trove of new antibiotics for tackling the world problem of antimicrobial resistance, Joy.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. But I do know, I bet years ago they did know that. But, people have evolved into medicine more, not so much. I'm sure the Indians knew it back in the day.
Right. It makes you wonder, anybody that, all over the world where they go to nature for their cures. And this is really cool. It actually comes from a plant called the thale cress, and it's actually a common weed in Switzerland. So they suggested this after discovering a compound with a new type of antibiotic activity on the leaf of the thale cress, which, like I just said, is a common weed. And it said many of today's antibiotics stem from natural compounds made by bacteria that live in soil. The bacteria produces them to defend against other microorganisms. But this new study, which the link is at invigorateradio.com, now published in the Journal of Nature Microbiology, suggests that wild plants could also be a rich source of antibiotics. So I was I was like, yes, because, I've seen a lot of movies where the whole plot of the movie was like a world where antibiotics no longer cure our illnesses. And, we're getting to that point. And I think it's just something amazing that when we're headed towards a problem, whoop, poof, the answer is a little weed. And, it's
right.
Crazy. It's like, that is the ultimate underdog story.
Well, I have a friend that's a nurse, and she said that even the antibiotic, your Purell and like that there, the bugs are getting so smart. Super bugs are not even being phased by it much anymore. And good old soap and warm water and hot water is still a good thing, and to wash your hands more often. Lots of people don't even think about, like when they go to a restaurant, say they touch the ketchup bottle and they put it on there, then they eat their French fries. Who's touched the ketchup bottle or the salt and pepper or, like
right.
that. I just take a little napkin and pick this stuff up and do it, put a napkin around it, and the family can do that, or do it and then wash your hands.
Or have a sacrificial lamb. One person is infected and squirts it on everybody's meal. So nobody, just have one person take one for the team.
And they take almost like drinking and driving. There's one person that takes it for the team.
Those little claws that you see, those little claws. Little claws.
Oh,
everybody just whips out their little arm claw and grabs it.
Yeah.
Oh, you see them on the As Seen As TV where the lady's like, oh no, I just dropped my diamond tennis bracelet in between my washer and dryer. Whatever will I do? And then, she reaches in the cupboard of this 30-foot long pole with a little claw on the bottom.
Yeah, and you push a button at the top and it comes out and grabs it and pulls it up. Yeah, those are pretty cool things though, really.
They glue a laser light on it and charge it $30. Here, have a high-tech claw to find you.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Right.
So silly.
But designated driver and designated squirters and pourers.
Oh, yikes. You're so crazy. All right. So we're going to we're going to move into your fancy
Then and Now
segment.
Here we go.
Here I thought I was ahead of the game by adding in a new intro music for our end segment, and I totally forgot with this one. So we're going to have to go back with this one until I get one.
All right.
Yeah.
Then and Now.
Then and Now.
Then and Now.
Then and Now. Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we're going to talk about what something meant then and what things mean now.
Okay.
And that's what this then and now is all about, okay?
All right.
We're going to talk about a footprint. A footprint then was a track or a mark left by a foot or a shoe. But now, what do you think it is?
Drum roll.
Yeah, a unique set of characteristics, actions, etc. that leave a trace or serve as a means of identification.
Interesting.
So that could be a footprint on a computer or a phone,
or
or
like your digital footprint.
Yes.
Yeah, or a carbon footprint.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, and now see, now you just said carbon footprint. I immediately thought of the old carbon papers that used to be on the back of your receipts and when you typed. That would be a footprint of probably 50, 40 years ago, 30 years ago even, where they don't use that. I don't even know if they even make them anymore, but that would be that kind of a carbon footprint. But today it's not that way. So that's pretty cool you said that.
That is pretty cool.
Popped into my mind back and then.
Pop.
Yeah. And then the other one is called friend. What is a friend? Well, it's one attached to another by an infection or esteem.
I thought you said by an infection.
Affection. Like someone cares for someone, like a friend.
You're infected. I swear you said.
Infection?
Yeah, one attached to another by infection. I'm like, that's just gross.
It's not that way at all.
You and I have the same infection. We're friends.
No, we're affection. Affection, you show your affection for somebody or esteem. Meaning you're a friend, someone that you click, you share the same interest. All right, and that was then, but now it's to add a person to one's list of contacts on social network website, like Facebook.
Yeah,
friend
like Facebook. Where we're live streaming right now.
I'll friend you. Yeah, we are on live.
Time.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. So be sure to join us as a friend.
Like our page
and
you'll
friend
get
us.
Notified as we go live throughout the week because we really aren't very good at having a schedule. So I figured this might be the easier way.
Yeah, so just let us know and we'll mention you that you are now our new friend.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Then, here's another then. It means to come or after or behind someone or something to pursue in an effort to overtake. So that was then when you follow someone. To go or come after or behind someone or something to pursue an effort to overtake. That's when you follow them. But now it means just to subscribe to someone updates on social media.
True.
Whoa, there's a big old black fly crawling on my screen, and I'm thinking, where did that come from? I thought you put that in there.
How did Jen put a fly on our Google Docs?
Yeah, I thought, wow. That was really weird. He's still there, too. Oh, he's gone. I hate flies. Fly away, go away.
They love you.
So,
now that the fly has gotten you off your track,
you
are going to tell us what handle, the now and then and now of the word handle.
Well, sweetie pie, I don't have that.
Yeah, you do. You just got to scroll down your Google Docs.
Oh, I got to go down the next. Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm totally looking at it.
Handle.
Right
okay, handle. Well, it means then it was a part of something that is designed to be held by your hand. You handled it. It's got a handle on it, or you might even say to someone, oh, don't worry about it. I've got a handle on it. Don't worry about it. It means you can take care of it. That's the way people talk. But now it says your screen name, the name you go by on the internet. Even in the 1970s, what was your handle? Well, it could be anything. Mine would have been what? Jelly Belly. Jelly Belly or Jet. Yeah. Yeah, my husband called me Jet because of the fact I could move around and clean the house so fast he couldn't believe it.
Back God in the knows he couldn't. But
yeah, really. Yeah. Okay, so now we're up to recommendations.
Okay. I came across this site. Actually, it's also a Facebook page. And when I was watching it, I kind of thought of you because you were telling us a couple weeks ago about the YouTube videos that you were watching where people were going in and checking out like old abandoned houses.
Yeah, that's still cool.
Yeah, and I came across this lady. She had a Facebook post and it led me to her site. So they actually do Facebook Live videos on their Facebook page, so you can go there if you want to watch those. And if you want to keep track of everything that this lady named Michelle Bowers, I have been pretty interested in this, so I wanted to recommend it to our listeners. And hey, bro, Mario Talata. we got our first person saying hey on our live stream. So hey.
Hi there.
So I wanted to recommend the Old House Life. It's the oldhouselife.com website because it's so cool. This lady goes through with, I think she even takes volunteers like through the area. And like people have gotten hold of her and saying, hey, what state are you going to be in next? I would really love to volunteer and help you renovate these old houses. So she goes and finds like historic houses and they totally gut them out. They clean them out because most of them are full of like a bunch of debris and everything. So it's at theoldhouselife.com and it's really cool to see. And she also lists them on her website, so I believe you can even buy ones. So if you're interested in houses that have a big apparently I can't talk, a big historic meaning, and you want to know a little bit because they do some research on them. I was watching her go over one where she actually went to a place where it had multiple older houses that they were working on, and it was really neat. So that's at theoldhouselife.com, and you can also look them up on Facebook or connect right through there. So it's pretty handy. But that's my recommendation.
Pretty cool.
I know.
That's really cool.
And it's neat because you can go to the website and see the before and after pictures. That's what I love doing. Yeah. And they're not too crazy. Like there's some of them, she has one on there right now and it says Fixer Upper Alert, $49,900, but look inside, and it was circa 1906 and it's in Missouri. And but they do a lot of stuff like that where they sell them to people who are going to fix them up, but they go in, they do all the dirty work, and you get to actually follow them along the process because they do a lot of Facebook Lives. So it's so cool, and it's really kind of addicting to watch. So
almost like This Old House.
Yeah. But they actually go through and they find like all the information. So I was impressed. So what do you have for a recommendation?
I have corn's coming in, sweet corn's coming in right now, and I wanted to let everyone that you don't have to boil it in water or anything like that. You can wet one piece of sweet corn, and you can wet a paper towel, wring it out, and then wrap it around the ear of the corn so that the corn's in the moist towel. Place it on a dinner plate and cook in the microwave for 5 minutes. Carefully remove the paper towel, and there you are, 5 minutes. So if you want to do 2 corns, 3, 4, it's 5 minutes for each one. So that's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty interesting. And I do know that if you take the outer husk off, and you can do the same thing by just putting it right into the microwave with the husk on, like this, not the outer husk. Take the bad part off, the rough part, and the nice new layers on the inside. Pull off the silk. And then when you take it out, you can put that in their microwave for 5 minutes also. And you can take it out, and I take it out with a towel. And then I just take a dish towel and I pull down the stuff, and I just use that to take off the corn greens, the green, what do you call the green stuff?
The husk.
Husk, yeah, that's where I am. I lost my train of thought. What do you call it? Yeah, so anyway, I just pull it down, and then it's yummy. It's still good, very good.
That's
and then
awesome.
I also like to take it off the corn, cut it off, take your corn and cut it off the cob. And this is an old-fashioned thing, but did you know that if you take the corn off the cob and before you throw that cob away, if you get not close enough, just a little bit towards the cob, and you cut the corn off, there's a lot of milk in there, and you can take a butter knife and scrape that milk off into the pan that you cut the corn off into a frying pan, spray it, put some butter and salt and pepper in there, and lightly toast it on there, like brown it a little bit. Oh, is it good? It
sounds good.
Yes, it is.
It sounds good. I was originally telling you that I was concerned because I always hear microwaves zap all the nutrients, but I went back and I've seen where, like on WebMD and stuff like that, they're saying that that's not necessarily true. you just got to really make sure that if you are microwaving your food, to use containers and stuff that can be microwaved and isn't that's BPA free. You want to make sure that's BPA free and it's not loaded down with a bunch of chemicals, because a lot of that stuff was leaching into people's food.
Well, that's the same. Yeah, that's the same way with water bottles. They found out that water bottles was that water people would set it in their car all day, and before it can happen that way. Plus, I just heard recently that there was car fires where they keep it in the water in the car, and the reflection of the sun comes down and hits the water just right within the bottle.
What?
And the bottle, and it melts the bottle, and it starts getting all hot, and it starts in their car can catch on fire. Wow. It was on the news probably about a month ago.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I thought that was wow.
Jeez,
I've heard of magnifying glasses doing stuff like that, or glasses, but not a plastic bottle,
Right. Yeah. Wow. So just to repeat the quick recipe, you wet a paper towel and wring it out, wrap the ear of corn in the moist towel, place it on a dinner plate, pop it in the oven for 5 minutes, and carefully remove the paper towel and enjoy. Ta-da!
Right. That's for one cob.
One cob. Yep.
Right. Yeah.
All right. And we both had a joint recommendation. You found it, and we all watched it this past weekend. And what is that?
That's the movie called Courageous. It's about four police officers. I would suggest that anybody that's a father or wants to be a father or have children, it could even be a mother. I would suggest you watch this.
A
good parent, and it will make you think about things in a totally different way of your life.
Yep. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. You can buy the movie. It's rated PG-13. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes. It's a drama. It was released September 3rd, 2011. And on imdb.com, it just is about it. Has a brief description. When a tragedy strikes close to home, 4 police officers struggle with their faith and their roles as husbands and fathers. Together, they make a decision that will change all of their lives. So it's neat because it kind of shows little snippets of the 4 different fathers. Some of them work together. They make new friends along the way. And it shows like each one of their personal struggles and stuff like that. So it was a good show. I was complaining though because I'm very persnickety about the movies. I just like actions and comedies. I don't like to cry because when I watch movies, I want to enjoy myself and I don't want to sit there and like cry and feel emotions. So, so I am like, and I handled it, but there's some sad spots because it's a drama. But
it's fact of life. It's life.
It's a drama. It's under the categorizing of drama. So
okay,
I know you don't like the word drama, but that's the category it's in. Joy. Sorry.
Okay, maybe we should do drama then and now next time.
Drama then and now. Exactly. Yeah. I'm just saying what
well, we're moving on to funny stuff. I got a funny joke.
I did have this. Here, I got one. Okay, Joy.
Okay, here you go, everyone. Did you hear about the man who missed his mother? He was so missing her so much, and she lived so far away. It was her birthday. She was 90 years old, and he knew that she was so lonely, so he spent $3,000 and bought her a parrot. This parrot talked and sang, and he sent the parrot to her. When he called her on her birthday to see if she loved his gift of the parrot, "Well, Mom, did you like your gift I sent?" "Well," she said with a little pause, "it was a little tough."
It took me a second when you first told me this joke. I was just like, it was a little tough. I'm like, oh, no. She did not eat the parrot. She totally ate the parrot.
Can you imagine eating
what a naughty mommy.
$3,000.
Oh, my goodness. $3,000 parrot. Don't send your mom anything expensive unless you put a tag on it that says not for food.
Back in her day, that's what they did.
Yeah, she was like, oh,
well, this is a pretty chicken, but maybe it didn't taste that good.
Yuck. That is so crazy.
Uh-huh.
Well, I thought I'd end the show with sharing some weird business combos. I thought this was hilarious. I haven't looked at all of them, so I'm going to have to make sure I don't share anything too risque. But it says this is all from worldwideinterweb.com, and it's under the thing of funny business combinations. And the article said, in America, I feel like I gotta read it in my America voice. America is all about one-stop shopping. But back in the day, being able to get 2 things accomplished at your local convenience store was a real treat. Why you could get some taxidermy done and buy a delicious block of cheese. So here's some businesses that probably shouldn't be mixed together. This business is called Double Shot. Get your liquor and guns, and not to mention, it is a drive-through.
Jeez.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Next one is
wow.
Avis, Wisconsin's finest. Get your taxidermy done and buy your cheese.
Oh my gosh.
They weren't joking. There's actually a business.
It's in Wisconsin's finest spot.
Now watch this. This one is nuts. Affordable cremations, and then underneath it says a dignified alternative, and then it's also mixed with no place like home senior care. Get your cremations and take care of old grandma at the same time.
Oh my gosh, how bad. Can you believe that people actually don't see this when they're naming their stores or when they move in?
I think they're like, these things go like 2 peas in a pod. This one is Mabel Peabody's nightclub, and then underneath beauty parlor and chainsaw repair. That's like a his and her business.
Oh my god!
Honey, I think we should open up a business. I want a beauty parlor. I want chainsaw repair. Okay, we'll name it Mabel Peabody's nightclub. I don't know. Yeah. It's so silly.
I guess.
Yeah. Here is military surplus. Harbison Enterprises, military surplus and lingerie.
Oh, I'm looking at these as you're saying them. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Nuts. Okay, what is this one? All Groom and Sons Limited, funeral parlor and mini golf. Oh, Lord.
Free inside mini golf. Call ahead because play is canceled if there's any funeral work. We want folks to know we're not scary. We're people. A funeral parlor is not a dark place, but a safe and secure one.
That is so silly. That's actual ad somebody cut out and highlighted out of a newspaper.
Yes.
Roderick's Driving School and Liquor Stop and Shop. So get your driving in and also liquor. God. So, okay. That's a fail.
Oh, wow.
DC Enterprises, tires, knives, and more. Because, when you want to buy a tire, you also need to replace your knife. Gosh. Sweet mother of biscuits. New theater, dance restaurant with shower. Dance, eat, and take a shower.
This looks like it's in China or Japan.
That is so crazy. Dentist and Thai restaurant. So get your teeth cleaned and eat some yum food. Please take the stairs. Dr. Ben Carlos. Balloons, tables, and chairs. Medical clinic. Flying balloons available here. So, get checked out and buy your balloons. Buy some balloons.
Yeah.
So weird. Bogies, Pizza, and Guns. What? Bogies, Pizza, and Guns. Oh, people. Oh,
maybe they throw them up in the air and shoot them, see, like a gun target. It's like those clay things.
That was such a trip. That is so silly. Jane M. Miller, colon hydrotherapy and massage therapy. We'll massage you on the inside and the outside. Colon hydrotherapy. Get your colon cleansed and your backs massaged. Well,
Internet and tacos.
internet and
That has to be in Mexico.
Oh, gosh. So silly. Hair salon and travel agency. That's not the boy. That's probably the best.
That's not too
seen.
bad.
Yeah. Book a trip and get your hair salon. Get your hair did.
Webb's
your hair did.
Creamy Whip and Car Wash, Sundays, cold hamburgers and drinks. You get
Webb's
to go in.
Creamy and Whip.
And car wash.
Creamy Whip and car wash.
So you'll get all this goodies while you're sitting in your car while you're eating their Creamy Whip ice cream, Sundays, cold hamburgers and drinks while they're washing your car.
Goodness.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, really.
No, it's not.
Well, you had entertainment all around you.
Yeah, I agree.
The kids would love it.
We take our kids to the car wash for entertainment now. First time we took them when they were babies, I think they thought like a dinosaur was trying to attack our car. But now they cried. It was a nightmare. And it was one of those slow ones. It's not like a touch-free one where you roll in and this thing like magically goes around your car and you could just drive out. It's the kind that's like a long strip and you have to like drive through each station, and you try doing that with like screaming, terrified kids in the back that think that these bristles are beating your car up. Like something's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, that was scary. Wish I had some ice cream to toss at them that time.
Yeah.
But, specializing in obsolete. Visit our showroom. Slab leaks, gas and water repiping. Get your Chinese food delivery available. So order your Chinese food and get your plumbing on at this place. Sells electronic leak detections and Chinese food. The Real Connection. Videos, jewelry, and tanning. Wow, that sounds like that is so funny. It has like a TV. And then like a tanning bed and then a ring. That's not a bad one. Get your videos, your jewelry, and tanning. Paintball, food storage, and violins.
And that's weird.
How does that even work?
Yeah, I don't know.
My goodness.
I would have never thought of putting the three together.
Nope, me either. So, yep, I just thought that would be a funny way to end episode 5.
Okay.
So that was funny. But this is our first time, like we said, on our Facebook Live. So every time we go live, we want, we always try to put out a couple shows a week, and we'll just be hitting them up and recording live, so you can hop in and
hit that subscribe button
and join in the conversation. So find us on Facebook at Invigorate Radio and get notified. So, and I think it's still going up on our YouTube channel, and you can find all of our past shows on InvigorateRadio.com. We're on Google Play, Podbean app, Player FM app, Stitcher Radio, and should be on iTunes shortly. I don't know what's taking them so long, but yep, that's where I think we're even on Spotify, to be honest. But
is that one dear person still on yet?
Yeah, thanks a lot, bro. Mario. His name was Mario. Thanks for being our very first person in our live stream chat. Thank you very much, bro Mario. So, all right, everyone. Well, thank you for coming out for episode 5.
Okay.
And we're sorry we've been gone, but we're back.
Yep. See y'all later in a brand new cartoon.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Drive safe.
God bless.
Boom!
There you go.